Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Of course, my name is Nick, and here we do talk toys, pop culture, and or general nerddom of all kinds. And sometimes, just sometimes, we do talk a little bit about other subjects, but not much. Only when we have other adventures to be gotten into. Now, this week has been a banger, guys. A absolute toy haul banger. And if you haven't seen any of my shorts, this is a long form video that just showed you a little bit of what I was able to pick up and where I was able to get it. If you like this sort of content, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know when I post more. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and punch into the hunt. So, starting off the video a little Funko heavy this time, we have the Mars Attacks Pops. I was not able to find the third or the fourth one at my local GameStop, sadly, but we did get the Funko Shop exclusive one here, and we did get the Martian Ambassador. I love this movie. I've loved this movie for a long time. I love the comics. I love the trading cards. Mars Attacks is just so quirky and nostalgic, guys. So yeah, again, like I said, we're starting off a little pop heavy. Let's move on to the next part of the haul. Some more Funko Pop action for you here from the movie Rocky IV. We've got Rocky Balboa, and of course we've got his mortal enemy from the film, Ivan Drago. If you've not seen this film, I highly recommend it. Rocky IV is my favorite in the series. I was able to find these at my local GameStop, and of course you see that Clubber Lang is missing. The Clubber Lang box at our GameStop was a little bit trashed. It kind of looked like Rocky might have punched him a few times. Let's move on to the next one. And coming in with a little Tegrity at number 3 is Farmer Randy Marsh from South Park. The Tegrity Farms arc was one of my favorites. And if you've not watched this arc, I highly recommend it. Randy decides to quit being a geologist and be a marijuana farmer. Really, really interesting and a lot of fun as far as story arcs go. You flip this guy around, of course, it's got him on the side, and on the back it's got him too, and the rest of the Pops in the series. But I was able to pick this guy up for $4.99 at my local Ross, which is pretty cool. And moving away from Pops and to wrestling, of course, we have some WWE Select cards here. I've seen a lot of people pull autographs and prisms and things from these that are worth quite a bit of money. So I decided to take the dive and spend 30 bucks and get a box of these. Anybody want to see me break this on the channel? Let me know. Next wrestling item we got was from Ross for $3.99, and of course I'm talking about the AEW Unmatched belt collector version of Kenny Omega back when he was a heel with the Don Callis family. If you guys haven't watched that arc, it's pretty funny. Kenny Omega was wearing these absolute crap shirts around. Pretty funny though, and a good way to get heat. As you can see here on the back, the shirt is really, really loud. But yeah, I mean, excellent Unmatched Series 5. Check your Ross stores. They do have these in stock at a bunch of them. Next wrestling item in the haul, of course, is we have the WWE Ultimate Edition. Walmart exclusive Monday Night War Triple H. If anybody remembers Triple H from the 90s, he was a little bit different than he is now. In fact, he's way different than he is now. But the COO did used to wrestle a lot back in the day, if you don't know anything about it. And this, of course, is no exception to being a nostalgic figure. And the fourth and final wrestling-related item is my Valentine's Day present from my wife. We got the WWE Ultimate Edition 24 Bray Wyatt. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt is an absolute legend and one of my favorites of all time. The Pitch Black match, not so much, but I am so glad we got this figure anyway. Because we need a modern Bray Wyatt figure. They need to just make a regular one with maybe without the eye makeup, with this head sculpt, and maybe the black jacket, something like that from when he first came back and talked to everybody. But excellent figure. I can't wait to unbox and review this and check this out under a black light. But this figure is absolutely insane, guys. Let's move on. Alright guys, let's talk Marvel Legends. We have the Superior Spider-Man from the 85 years of Marvel. This is absolutely an excellent figure. I can't wait to unbox and review it. I was able to pick this guy up at my local GameStop this past week. Fantastic figure. Let's move on to the next Marvel Legend. The next figure in our haul, of course, is the celebrating 85 years Marvel Legends Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. I've wanted this figure since I saw it release. and this is an amazing figure. I found it at my local GameStop. I paid a little less for it because the box has some damage. You flip this guy around, of course it does have a lot of glamour shots of the figure, and this made me just want it more. So again, guys, Ghost Rider, fantastic. Let's move on into the haul. Moving into the meatier part of the haul, we have the Syndicate Studios Pumpkinhead 1/12 scale action figure. Guys, this is an absolute banger of a figure. I've waited for a good Pumpkinhead figure forever. The McFarlane one was okay. The Trick or Treat Studios ones I have is essentially a statue, but this boy here has a lot of articulation. So I can't wait to pose him up and get him reviewed on the channel, but that is the Syndicate Studios Pumpkinhead from the Big Bad Toy Store. And continuing to play the hits for you guys from NECA, we do have the Krampus Clown Ultimate Action Figure. Now, if you've seen this movie, he's kind of a clown, Jack-in-the-Box, worm, Jabba the Hutt looking So, I mean, you don't really have to know much about this to know it's probably scary because it eats kids. So, I mean, it's pretty fantastic figure. I love the movie Krampus. Let's move on. And what would talking about Krampus be in your haul video if you didn't have the Krampus himself from the movie? So I will go ahead and open the door on this. Guys, this figure's amazing. He's kind of like a weird combo between a statue and a figure. He's not going to have much articulation, but it is the Krampus, and of course it is by NECA. Believe it or not, I was able to pick him and Der Clown up both at my local Peddler's Mall, of all places. And it's pretty well a banger of a figure. Like I said, this box is absolutely huge. And if you haven't seen Krampus, I highly recommend the movie at least once. I know they're making the Krampus's Helpers pack with like the bear and some other creatures from the movie. Can't wait to get that and unbox it on the channel as well. And moving into the two last purchases, we have the NECA Real Toys Bat Gremlin from Gremlins 2, the new batch. I was able to pick this dude up also at my local Peddler's Mall. You look, of course, and it does have him on top of the roof in the building. And it's absolutely an amazing figure. I love the Bat Gremlin. He was very whimsical, especially when he went out the window and left the Batman logo. So if anybody remembers this, hit that thumbs up button. And last but not least, the big boy purchase of the week, which is my Gremlins 2, the new batch Deluxe Daffy Mogwai prop from Trick or Treat Studios. Check this dude out. He is adorable. This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get the rest of the Mogwais from Trick or Treat Studios. He's absolutely huge. The dudes are posable. They retail for about $124 a piece. But like I said, I can't wait to unbox this guy on the channel. He's amazing, and he was my favorite Mogwai from the entire movie. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out the week's toy haul. Told you it was a banger. But if you do like this sort of content, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know when I post more. That way, you know what's coming down the pipe, because there is always something coming down the pipe on this channel. We did have a concert this week, but weather has caused it to be canceled, so we are not going to Louisville to do that. We do have Lexington Comic Con coming up on March 6th. Today is February the 18th as of this video. So very, very shortly we will be doing some interviews and wandering around Comic Con's floor. Now, if you haven't seen Lexington Comic Con, I highly urge you to search for it on Google and see who all is going to be there. And if you are at the show and you do see me out, come up and say hi. I always like to meet my subscribers. You guys are always amazing. You guys help my channel grow. And like I said, hitting that like button and that subscribe button may not seem like much, but it means the world to me, and you guys are absolute legends for doing so. That said, do good, be good, stay legendary, and I will catch you guys in the next video.